right, hey there, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. This is a daily reading for tomorrow, the 30th of April. Welcome, everybody. If you're coming to this reading not live, go down below. All the timestamps will be below this video. And welcome, Dad. Hello. Barb. Hello. J Moss. Welcome. Christina. Hello. Sarah. Hello. April. Hello. And Kaze. Hello. Elaine. Hello. Rose. Welcome. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We're going to get started, as always, in a few minutes. Until then, I'm going to answer some super chats if I can find them. But let's see here. EMD, you say here, thank you for the super chat, by the way. What is holding Sag back? He comes forward, then quits. What's his thing with me? So let's see what we get for you. You have the Page of Cups here, which is love, you know, and the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords. King of Swords is like is a good card, but it can be a card of like withdrawn energy here. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. It's like being too cautious with the Knight of Pentacles. Also with that King of Swords as well, believe it or not. EMD, because that King of Swords can represent like past wisdom or past experiences. It might not even have to do with you. You know, it could just be with other people. So, you know, that's what I would say there. With that, so I feel like he's just being overly cautious with that page, that Knight of Pentacles. And like I said, I mean, is there a solution? You know, I mean, sometimes people are just cautious, and they're cautious by nature. So that's what I'd say there. Ellie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, I'm confused. Talk to Scorpio man for 3 hours about everything tonight. What kind of guy is he? Any advice for me? What is this all about? Don't want to end in a friend zone. You have the Six of Swords here, Three of Wands. This is like a lot of waiting is what I'd say here. Four of Swords. It's like maybe he just isn't ready for a relationship really with these cards, which I mean, again, you can't like force someone to be ready. You know, so I would say this could be just like a lot of delays. Especially with that Four of Swords. Four of Swords is like taking a break. So, you know, maybe he wants to take a break or whatever. I don't know. I would be dating if I were you with the World card. So I feel like you might end up dating. So that's that. Let's see. I have to clear out a bunch of stuff here, people. Hold on one second. All right, that looks good. Purple Magnol, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Should I leave it alone or ask Graham? I would say option number one. You have the Hermit and the Seven of Swords. Hermit for leave it alone right here, and Seven of Swords for asking. So I would say option number one here. I feel like will be better for you. Lily, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Card for Aries and myself. He told me he wanted a life together, then backed off. You have the Empress here and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like it's time to let go of this, is what I'd say to you, Lily. You know, the Empress being very attractive at this time. It says you could be attracting tons of people into your life. The Four of Pentacles is, you know, holding on too tightly to something and, you know, that needs to be let go of, right? So that's what I'd say here. Yeah, lovers. Even the lovers is like new love. So I feel like you'll be moving on probably from this situation. You know, people say stuff all the time, right? Isha, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. May love cards for me and Daryl. Knight of Cups, love offer. I like this for you for May. That looks really good. Knight of Cups is like a knight in shining armor and, you know, love. And the Sun is like happiness, celebration, good energy. So, yeah, I feel like May will be a good month for you. Lily, I answered. Never mind. Nancy, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Can I get a card for me in Scorpio? Thanks. You have the Wheel of Fortune coming back around. Wheel of Fortune represents Scorpio, by the way, because normally they're in the top left-hand corner here. There's a Phoenix, which represents Scorpio. So to me, the Wheel of Fortune can represent Scorpio. To me, it basically represents Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. But you know, this can definitely represent Scorpio. It can represent them coming back around to your life. Chariot, yeah, it's like up to you. This situation, Chariot to me says take control of the situation, and it's card of a victory. So I feel like you could have a victory here. Even the Wheel of Fortune is like kind of like a card of destiny. So I feel like this could be someone who's like part of your destiny, or you know, who could be, you know, a major part of your life, basically. So that looks good. I like it. And I like the way that feels. Sunshine Rays. Hello, by the way. Bay Area Pride, hello. I always skip the 83 in your name. So, sorry. But, I don't know. I don't know why I do that. Assimilation, hello. And, Jennifer, welcome. Thank you for the kind words. Really appreciate it. Liz, hello. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Do I have this on the right one? Oh, yeah. And hello. Welcome. Welcome to everybody that's jumping in here. We're going to get started in like 5-ish minutes, like a little bit longer, probably, actually. Probably longer than 5 minutes. I'm not sure. But soon. Bay Area 83 Pride. Hello. I got the 83 that time. I think my brain, it's super old, yeah. My brain just skips over stuff for some reason. It's just like, no, it just doesn't want the number for some reason. I don't know what that's about, but that's all right. Right. Let's do this. By the way, everybody, almost all the weekly readings are almost all of them are up on the channel, and the fire signs will be up. Fire signs, I'm trying to edit your titles for your videos. YouTube will not let me edit the titles, so I have no clue what's going on with YouTube, but hopefully I can get that fixed tonight. So fire signs, I apologize. You do not have titles on your videos, but at least it says your name and the date. So. That kind of looks like as good as it's going to get at the moment, but hopefully we can change that. Butterfly A, thank you for the kind words. Angelique, hello. Thank you for being here. April, happy birthday, April. And April, you have the Two of Pentacles here, having a choice to make. April, I feel like this always comes up for you here. The Queen of Swords, being very independent, taking the lead. I love the Queen of Swords, as you probably know. Queen of Swords, to me, it's like all the things that Queen of Swords represents, like independence, being very direct, decisive, kind of like being the step before authority as well, and kind of like all this other stuff. But, to me, it's also like a card of learning as you go in a lot of ways. So, to me, it's like a card of just learning as you go through something. Two of Pentacles says make sure it's fun, whatever it is. Here is what I'd say to you. Yeah, Seven of Wands. This is like committing to something. I don't know. Taurus always gets this energy, right, April, of like needing to commit to something or needing to be very sure of yourself about something. J Moss, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. J Moss says birthday card for April. So guess what? We're gonna pull more birthday cards for April. April, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Look, it's like continuing the energy. Nine of Pentacles, more independent energy. Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence and kind of like using your energy in the right way as well. To me, it's a card of using your energy in the right way, because it's like she's keeping all these Six Pentacles for herself, but she's also giving Three Pentacles away. It's like saying she's giving stuff away. She's being grateful and she's being helpful, but she's also maintaining enough energy for herself. Four of Cups, things are probably not perfect, but to me that's true for everybody right now, that things are not exactly where we want them to be. So right? That's all I can say about that, but I feel like things are kind of improving with that Four of Cups. Love it. Miss D Fit, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Is JL spying on my media or having others do it? Queen of Pentacles here, Six of Pentacles, maybe a little bit. Six of Pentacles to me is a card of just a little bit. Six of Pentacles to me is like never a full thing. It's like, to me, it's like almost a card of laziness sometimes as well. That is not accurate tarot, just so you know, Miss D Fit, Deja, but it is to me. So I feel like it could be maybe a little bit, but this does not look like full-blown spying to me. This is you not caring, being skeptical of the situation, but I would say no is what I'd say to you. So that doesn't look like spying to me. Not at all. So no. Annette, welcome, by the way. Hello. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I would know that it's April's birthday if Facebook actually worked. Does anybody else have the new Facebook? Random side note. I cannot stand the new Facebook. Am I the only one? Does anybody else have the new Facebook up yet? Because I don't like it. Jennifer D, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Anything new and exciting coming my way? Whatever you want. The Star is a card of wishes. The King of Wands here. King of Wands is something that you raise, like a baby, as I always say. To me, King of Wands is like a really good card for... to me, the King of Wands is a really good card for working on anything, really, creative project, business, anything like that. A lot of people say the King of Pentacles is a card of the entrepreneur, for example, Jennifer. But to me, the King of Wands is more entrepreneurial energy. Mostly because it represents like really taking care of something, really making sure something is successful. By the way, that doesn't have to be business. It could be anything. Like we can have entrepreneurial, energy in our relationships, where it's like we're trying to manifest more in our relationships or be more successful. You know what I'm saying? So I like that a lot. Definitely some sort of wish. Jorge, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. I feel like you will be moving, Jorge. I would say yes. The Queen of Cups to me is a change no matter what. I always say this, right? To me, the Queen of Cups is a change in direction. Again, not traditional tarot, but, there are some card Nazis out there who don't like the way that I read cards, but whatever. Get over it. And I feel like this is a change in direction. To me, Queen of Cups is Scorpio, death. So, that's what I'd say there. 10 of Cups, fortune after difficulty. So I would say yes. I feel like a move would be very beneficial for you. Jupiter 1111. Hey, I saw 1111 before I came on here, by the way. And thank you for the super chat. What my Scorpio King would like to tell me. Rebuilding here. Ace of Wands, hoping for a new beginning. Yeah, this looks like either they are rebuilding their life, or it could really be both, really, is what I'd say. It's like the Tower could say that they have gone through a Tower moment, and they're trying to strengthen their own life so that they can have a new beginning with you. I also feel like they could be hoping to have a new beginning with you, with the Ace of Wands, or hoping for some sort of new beginning. Yeah, Nine of Wands, they don't want to give up here. Nine of Wands to me is a card of trying again in a lot of ways. So I don't know, like I said, I'm not sure if you've tried with this person already, or maybe it wasn't like a full-blown relationship. Maybe it was just like a thing, it's like now you're trying to move it forward more. So yeah, that's what I'd say there. I almost feel like saying time as well. But I like that, actually, even with the Tower. Karina, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You absolutely can have a card here. You have the Emperor here and the Strength card. 2 fire sign cards. Could be a fire sign coming in for you in love, but it could also just be like a very planning, very future focus energy is what I'm getting. Then not at all what these cards represent, Karina, as well. So I feel like for you, this could be you following a plan with that Emperor card. Emperor is like saying stick to a structure, but that's what's popping into my head. But it's like saying literally in my head as well. So to me, the Emperor, it like says stick to a plan. And I feel like that's the specific message that it's saying to you. The Strength card is saying be patient. I feel like it's more talking about results, like maybe you're working towards something. Maybe you're not seeing results right away, but I feel like you will be getting results on what you're working towards in life in general. So, love it. Shantae, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say future card for me in Capricorn. My Capricorn, you have the Judgment card here, Shantae, and the Ten of Pentacles. So, I mean, could be whatever you want. The Judgment card is like your true purpose, your like inner calling. Can represent like a wake up call in the relationship in general, which is very weird. I don't really feel that way about the Judgment card usually in relationships, but that's kind of how I feel for you. And the Ten of Pentacles is like everything you want in a relationship. So if you want this to kind of like be something significant, then I feel like it could be with that Ten of Pentacles. Love it. Sunshine Rays, thank you for the super chat. Sorry, everybody. By the way, yeah, I don't know what's like I said, for some reason the PayPals are just delayed. So just know that if you do PayPal, it's probably just delayed. Sunshine Rays, thank you for the super chat. You have the Ace of Swords here and the Page of Swords. To me, this is curiosity. I feel like there will be some sort of success coming in for you through being curious, which comes up for a lot of people. I just feel there's a lot of digging energy in the astrology, I feel. So where like if we dig for answers, I feel like we will find them. Or if we're like hoping to improve something in our lives, as long as we're curious and as long as we follow our curiosity, we'll probably be very successful. So that's that. But all right, it's go time, people. So let's get this show on the road here. And thank you for all the other super chats. I will be answering the rest of the super chats at the end as always. But let me just get this deck going. This card does not, Seven of Wands does not want to come up tonight for whatever reason, just so everybody knows. But I'm going to be using the Light Seers Tarot and also the Enchanted Lenormand as well tonight. And we are going to start with Aries. So let's see what is going on for you, Aries people. Aries, haha, that's hilarious. Aries, you have the King of Spades here. This card is called the Lily. It can represent kind of like diving into your spirituality or just taking some spiritual time. For some of you, I feel like this could be like a frustration that's popping up like specifically tomorrow. So I feel like this could be specifically happening tomorrow. As I always say, to me, time is fluid. To me, I really shouldn't be putting dates on my tarot readings in the first place, but that's just me. But I feel like time is fluid, but I do feel like this is tomorrow. I feel like there could be like a minor frustration popping up for you. I don't think it's anything like this is not some sort of like world ending disaster popping up in your life here. I just feel like maybe you're like working on a project, maybe you're trying to work out, maybe things just don't seem to be going your way tomorrow is kind of what I'm picking up here. You have the Five of Swords. This is where I really get this energy. That Lily card, that King of Swords, just says look at it spiritually, kind of like try to take a spiritual approach or try to laugh at any of the spiritual flat tires or difficulties that you experience tomorrow. And that's what I feel like this Five of Swords is kind of saying. The Five of Swords is kind of like a card of withdrawal as well, and I feel like that would be fine for you tomorrow. I feel like withdrawing or kind of like taking time for yourself or kind of like getting away from people would be a good idea with this card. And you even have the Seven of Wands. I said at the beginning of the reading, this card did not want to come up, and then I did that quick shuffle, and here it is. So obviously, this card was for you, Aries, and maybe that's why you didn't want me to put it back in the deck, but I feel like for a lot of you, this is just talking about retreat. Seven of Wands is a card of like defending your position at the top of a hill. So I feel like this is kind of like you just defending yourself, defending your position. It's really all I get for you. Kind of like a simple reading here, Aries, but I just feel like it's a very simple reading. I feel like it's just a very simple thing for you here with this card. So that's kind of what I feel for you. So there you go, Aries. Thank you, Aries. All right, Taurus. Let's see what we have for you, Taurus people. Taurus, you have the Nine of Diamonds. This card is called the Coffin in the Lenormand card reading system. The coffin door on the coffin is always closed on the coffin card, and it basically says you are preventing yourself from moving forward into some sort of beautiful new life. You are preventing yourself from having a transition. So it kind of says you need to open that door that's on the coffin here and step out. To me, the Nine of Diamonds, since I started reading playing cards like at the beginning of my channel, I always used to say that the Nine of Diamonds to me is the card of newness because it kind of is like the death card. Not really, but kind of. So I feel like for some of you, this could be you kind of like going through a death or going through some sort of transformation with the Nine of Diamonds. Next, you have the Six of Swords, so definitely moving on to calmer shores here. I feel like it's super interesting that there's no guide in this boat. You could argue, right, that these crows are kind of the guide across these choppy waters, and on this card. But in a lot of ways, I just feel like it's you. I feel like you are guiding yourself out away from choppy waters. I feel like you are the answer here, Taurus. Like nobody else is the answer. So I feel like you have all the answers you need right now to either improve your life or improve your love life or your business life, like whatever you're trying to improve. I feel like you could be improving with these cards. I do feel like, to me, birds definitely represent like your messages. To me, birds represent your intuition, trusting your intuition, your dreams, your daydreams. So I feel like you could be getting a lot of guidance in those areas, and I feel like you should listen to those areas with this card. And finally, you have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands to me is a card of charging towards your desires. You constantly get this card, or you constantly get things about charging towards your desires more than any other sign. As I've said before, Uranus in your sign. Uranus in your sign is like about true freedom or creating true freedom. Usually, if we're living a life of desire, of doing things that like bring in more joy or bring in more enjoyment into our lives, basically that's where we can create the most. That's where we can have the most abundance, the most success, all that other good stuff. So I feel like you should focus on joy. I do feel like this could be love coming in for you as well. It could just be a fire sign person coming in for you here, Taurus. But pretty simple. That's that, Taurus. Like it a lot. All right, Gemini. Let's see what's going on for you. Gemini, you have the Six of Diamonds here. This card is called the Clover, and the Clover just represents luck. And I feel like there could be a lot of luck coming in for you here. It does look like in love, so I feel like if you are, looking for love, or if you're hoping for love here, then I do feel like that there is love coming in, and it could be a water sign. You always get water, which is super weird. Gemini. When I think Gemini, I don't necessarily think water. However, I do know, I do personally know some Gemini water sign couples, which is that are married, that have been married for a very long time. So I guess it's possible. But I do feel like this could be just luck coming in for you. Could definitely be in love. Six of Diamonds, of course, in the Lenormand card reading system is really good for like loans and money as well. So I'd also say if you're waiting for like a stimulus check or money, this could be money coming in. To me, it probably wouldn't be just right now. So I'd say that. I do feel like what's popping to my head, you have the Judgment card as well. Judgment, believe it or not, could represent kind of like potentially having to fill out some extra paperwork or something like that. But I don't think it's that big of a deal with this card. Next, you have the Knight of Cups here. Of course, Knight in Shining Armor. So I feel like there could be love coming in for you here, Gemini, Knight in Shining Armor type person. Someone very romantic, someone very dreamy as well, right? This guy looks like Freddie Prinze Jr. on this card. So maybe you're finding your 1990s actor boyfriend or something like that with this Knight of Cups. I don't know. For others, I feel like this is, the Knight of Cups to me represents taking something that is fantasy and making it a reality. So I feel like for some of you, this is about needing to do that. I feel like you just need to ground something here. And finally, you have the Judgment card, your true inner calling. For some of you, I feel like you could be kind of like dealing with things where maybe it's like you are experiencing challenges. This is a very weird message that doesn't even make sense, but I feel like for some of you, it's like you could be experiencing challenges to try to make something successful, but I feel like that's like your guidance. I feel like you are being guided towards something new with this Judgment card. So I feel like for some of you, you need to trust your inner calling. For others, I feel like this could be like, and that's where the wake up calls are coming in here. I feel for you, Gemini, it's like one of those things where I feel like it's almost like you're just looking at things a different way. So it's like maybe you used to think something was good, but now you think it's bad. Literally, I'm getting like good, bad in my head, but it's like the change. So I'm not saying that these things are good or bad, but I feel like you're just changing the way you think, and I feel like it's going to lead to a wake-up call or success. So I like it, Gemini. That looks good. All right, Cancer. Cancer. Let's see here. Cancer, you have the book here. This is the Ten of Diamonds in the Lenormand card reading system. The book represents hidden information or secret information. I do feel like some of you could be kind of like learning hidden or secret information about the past. You have the Three of Swords here as well. So you could be learning something about someone from the past. It looks like it sets you free, though. Nine of Cups here. Nine of Cups, not really a card of freedom, but card of satisfaction, being satisfied on your own. So I feel like for a lot of you, this could be you learning some sort of secret from some situation from the past. I feel like it sets you free. It's almost like I do feel like more of a release for you here, Cancer. And that's not really what any of these cards would represent, but I do feel like something is kind of releasing you with this Ten of Diamonds. That's really all I'm getting there. Next, you have the Nine of Cups. So definitely like a wish fulfillment coming in for you here. This is also the card of being satisfied. It's a card of satisfaction. So I do feel like there's a lot of satisfaction coming in for you with the Nine of Cups. I'm getting long distance relationship here as well, Cancer. I think that came up in your weekly reading as well. So that would make sense, but every once in a while, I feel like Nine of Cups to me can represent something more from a distance. Nines to me represent something needing to change. This is the reason why I read nines as long distance relationships sometimes, because the Nine of Cups, nines to me represent something needing to change, or they can represent just some sort of new beginning. But it doesn't have to be a bad thing. This is a good thing, obviously. But I do feel like there could be something long distance here for some reason. Just pop it into my head. And finally, you have the Three of Swords again. Sadness, but I feel like this is what you're learning about. It's like you're learning about something with that Ten of Diamonds, but you're learning about something that like made you very sad or caused some problems in your life. So this almost looks like clarity to me, even though, again, this whole reading, I'm not saying that the Three of Swords represents clarity, because it doesn't. I'm just saying everything that you have here, Cancer, to me is just saying that I feel like there could be some clarity about some sort of heartbreak or some sort of, difficult situation that you've been going through. So it's almost like a blessing in disguise type energy. I wouldn't really say it's blessing in disguise, because to me, this just feels like information, like you are just learning why you had to go go through a difficulty or a challenge, or you're learning why you had to go through a heartbreak. In a lot of ways, I feel like it leads to more, wishes in your life with that Nine of Cups. Love it. Thank you, Cancer. All right, Leo. Let's see here, Leo. Leo, you have the gentleman here, the Ace of Hearts. So could be love coming in for you here with the Ace of Hearts. So I feel like there could be love coming in here. The Ace of Hearts is also a card of the home, kind of. So some of you could just be spending time at home. What I will say is that the Ace of Hearts here is not really a card. It's not a card of the home. It's a card of safety, security, comfort, protection. These are all things we feel in the home. So that's why I always say this is a card of the home. Because we could be feeling those feelings. And I just feel like you're feeling kind of like good feelings with this card. I do feel like there could be love coming in for you as well. Could be a water sign. Could be a Pisces. You always have Pisces popping up in your readings randomly. Like I said, I've known several Pisces, Leo couples that do very well. So, it's not going to be true for all of you, of course, but it might be true for some of you. Next, you have the Hermit here. I really feel like you've been climbing a mountain pretty much your whole entire life. So I feel like you've been climbing a mountain here. The Hermit is always standing at the top of a mountain, and he's got that light out in front of him. It kind of represents him going through, facing a shadow, going through some difficulties, and finding his own inner guidance. But it also represents kind of like putting something out into the world. He is putting his knowledge, he is putting his wisdom out into the world. How many times do I say it, Leo? You always get these cards of like showing something off or teaching or putting something out into the world. So I feel like there's something very valuable inside of you, is what I would say with this Hermit card. And I feel like that's what's going to lead to like everything you want, like abundance, success, pretty much anything. Next, you have the Moon card here. So the Moon card, I do feel Pisces on this for you. I do feel like a small percentage of you could be dealing with a Pisces with this card. So I definitely like to see that. For others, I'm just getting like, which wolf do you feed? There's two wolves here on this card, and it's like I'm getting the whole which wolf do you feed thing. It's like there's a wolf that's like, I don't know the whole story. I'm sure somebody knows. I always mess this one up, right? It's like there's a wolf inside of you that's angry and fearful and all those other things, and there's one that's like super positive and go-getter and all that other stuff. So I feel like this Moon card, that's literally all that's popping into my head is, which wolf do you feed? So I feel like you need to feed the positive sides of yourself, not so much the negative side of yourself as well. With this Moon spirit and with this Moon card. I mean, to me, I'm like one of those people where I feel like we should balance the two things out. I feel like we have those emotions like anger and all that other stuff for a reason. I always tell people it's like, this is one of the bones I have to pick with the New Age movement, the spiritual community. Oh, they always say, oh, don't get angry and all this other stuff. But my thing is like, for example, let's say you have children. And let's say somebody's trying to attack your child, but you can't get angry because you're spiritual. What are you going to do? Just let them attack your child? I don't effing think so. And if this was a year ago, YouTube, I would have swore, just so everybody knows. But no more potty mouth on YouTube. But anyway, it's like, anger is a good thing. Being able to rip someone's throat out who's trying to hurt your child is a good thing, right? So to me, this is more of a card of balance. But for you, I feel like it's saying feed the positive. No ripping throats at this time. There you go. Thank you, Leo. I got way off track on that, but there you go. All right, Virgo. Let's see what we have for you, Virgo people. Virgo, you have the Six of Hearts here. The Six of Hearts is called the star in the Lenormand card reading system, and it can represent a wish or a wish coming in for you here. So this says that there could just be a wish coming in for you. Here's the thing with the Six of Hearts in the Lenormand card reading system is that it's more... the Six of Hearts is more of a card of obstacles being removed to getting to a wish that you have already tried to get. So to me, the Six of Hearts is almost like a second chances card. To me, it's more of a card of maybe getting something that you've already tried to get in the past, but it's like you're trying again. So it's kind of more of a card that is read as a turnaround, so it can really just experience a turnaround. For others, the Six of Cups, or the Six of Hearts, in the Lenormand card reading system can represent star-crossed lovers. So it can represent two people who want to be together, but who are either experiencing difficulties or can't be together for whatever reason. You know what I mean? So it can represent star-crossed lovers. The interesting thing is, Virgo, is that you have the Lovers and you have the Eight of Wands. So I feel like for some of you, it's almost like you could be healing a star-crossed lover situation. So if maybe there's someone that you've wanted to be with in the past, or maybe there's someone you've been hoping to be with, this is like maybe the two of you actually can be together. Maybe it's like you can try again with that Six of Hearts. For others, I feel like this could just be a new path opening up for you in your life. And I feel like it's going to be something that leads to a lot of success for you, Virgo. You've been having pretty successful readings. Like last year, all your readings sucked in a lot of ways, right, Virgo? So I feel like in a lot of ways, all your past readings sucked for the most part. And I feel like this is just like success coming in for you. So I really like to see this for you in a lot of ways. I also just feel like this could be conclusions. So I feel like you could be experiencing conclusions, or you could be experiencing endings. But yeah, I feel like it's going to lead to happiness, whatever these endings are. So if you are experiencing endings or conclusions, I feel like you could be experiencing them, but it's like leading you towards happiness. I feel like for a lot of you, there's like a lot of social vibes here as well. So it's like maybe you haven't been able to socialize, and it's like now you can socialize here, because of the virus situation. It's like you're getting out into public here with these two cards. For others, I do feel like this could be very good news as well, but it very specifically feels like something you've been waiting for, but news like as in waiting to hear back from a job, waiting to hear that you're going to get a raise or promotion. It feels like work to me. So it could be like a job or promotion or work that you're getting with these two cards here. So I do like that. I do feel something creative here as well, but I feel like if you're working on something creative, this is saying that you're showing something off. So I feel like you need to show like something off. So if you're like working on something creative like art, it doesn't even have to be art. It could be like YouTube videos. It could be writing, something that you're writing, just anything that you could possibly create. It could be a baby as well. I feel like you need to show it off, or this is like you could be showing something off here. Million things for you tonight, Virgo. So love it. That looks really good. Thank you, Virgo. Really appreciate it. All right. Libra, let's see what's going on for you, Libra. Assimilation, what do you want me to stop? I'm not really sure what's going on there. I will never stop. Libra, you have the Nine of Clubs, the Fox. You cannot make this up here, Libra. You always get this card, no matter what. It doesn't matter what deck I use. Nine of Wands, Nine of Clubs. I use the playing cards. You get the Nine of Clubs in the playing cards as well. I use Lenormand, which has playing cards on it, the Nine of Clubs. So I feel like this is a card of kind of like, normally the Fox is kind of like a card of trickery, or it's a card of like the trickster type energy as well. I do feel like some of you could be dealing with a trickster. If you're dealing with a trickster, I feel like it's very obvious. I feel like this person has just gone cold. So if you're like in a ghosting situation, a cold situation, a no contact situation, I feel like this person is just tricky. For the most part, the Fox energy is about kind of like embracing an energy and projecting it into the world. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is just saying act as if, right, Libra? So I feel like if there's something you want, this card is saying act as if you already are that thing, and you will literally become it with this Nine of Wands. You have the Emperor here as well. I do feel like some of you could be dealing with an Aries. I just feel fire in general. You even have the Page of Wands. Every single reading I do for you, Libra, you get pretty much, you get basically everything. All these fire signs showing up in your readings is what I would say. So I feel like you get a lot of fire in your readings in general. To me, I do feel like a lot of action here as well. I feel like saying you are ready to take action, which is very weird. Like the word maturity is popping into my head here as well for you, Libra. So it's like maybe you have been training for a very long period of time, or maybe you just were not mature enough to do something. It's like now you finally are. It's like now you're finally ready. All the... like I feel like you're just it's like right time, right? It's just the right time for you, Libra. That's what I'm trying to say. Next, you have the Page of Wands, success, right? And kind of like taking off. And I also feel like this is a very fun energy. So I feel like there's a lot more fun coming in for you. I also feel more risk. A lot of fire here showing up here in your readings. I always say that, the fire sign cards, they all have salamanders. Every single deck, right? There's always it's going to be impossible to see here, but there are salamanders on here. In mythology, salamanders could not be burned by fire. So it kind of is a little bit more like risk taking. It says you can take more risks at this time, and it's kind of like you're protected. So in a lot of ways, that's what's popping into my head here with these cards. I feel like something you want to do is protected. Love it, Libra. So thank you, Libra. All right, Scorpio. What is up with you, Scorpio people? Scorpio. Scorpio, you have the lady or the woman, whatever you want to call it, and it's the Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades represents existing problems being resolved. It kind of represents like overcoming obstacles. It could literally represent dealing with a lady or a woman in your life, and it could be any woman, so it could just represent that. The funny thing about Lenormand is like sometimes really it's kind of hard to read Lenormand with only one card, right? Because really, I mean, should you really be reading Lenormand cards like this? Probably not. But because you need more detail, right? Because this card could just literally represent a woman that you're dealing with, and that's it. But there's no detail after it unless I pull another card, right? So let's do it. You have the Ten of Clubs, the Bear. I do feel like some of you could be dealing with someone who is overbearing, who is putting too much pressure, or who is putting too much stuff on you. This to me could represent a difficult boss, a difficult person in general, but it's usually someone who's trying to give you all of their responsibilities. So, for example, this could be like a boss who's trying to get you to do their job. I've seen it happen way too many times, right? So I feel like some of you could be dealing with that type of energy here with these cards. Next, you have the Four of Pentacles here. I feel pretty good about this Four of Pentacles for you here, Scorpio. You even have the Four of Cups as well. It's almost like you are manifesting things that are more heart-based. On this card here, she even has all Four Pentacles here over her heart, right? The Four of Pentacles kind of represents like the mind, the body, but like the heart, and then grounding something in reality. He's got two pentacles under his feet, but she's got all four of them over her heart. The Four of Cups is like trying to manifest something here, and it's like it is a card of apathy. It is a card of not recognizing something. Sometimes when you do manifest it into your life, it's like she's looking this way, but look, it's like there's this beautiful like side of life over here that she's not looking at. So I do feel like some of you could be manifesting things you want, but I really feel like you need to follow your heart here with this card. I almost feel like it's like what's popping into my head for you here, Scorpio, is it's almost like you feel like there's something that won't work that would. That those are the words that are popping into my head. That is a very weird message. This could be in like work or business. So yeah, that's what I would say to you there. I really feel like you need to try something, is what I feel like saying to you. As crazy as that sounds. I always tell people it's like, back in the day, I used to work a lot with businesses and, people in business and everything like that. And I would always see people who would just like make the most random things in business work. But it's like if someone else tried that thing, it wouldn't work. And I've talked about this before, but I feel like it's like the place that the person is coming from. It's like I always tell people, it's like probably, I come from business marketing training background as well, and now basically nowadays I would say I think you should just learn by doing yourself, not from like other people. There are tons of courses out there nowadays about like business marketing and all that other stuff, right? And I feel like they have their place, but at the same time, it's like what works for other people usually does not work for us, right? And I feel like it has to do with this right here. I don't want to go off on a rant here, Scorpio, but I'm just saying, I don't think this has to necessarily do with just business. I feel like it's all areas of your life. I feel like things need to be more heart-based, more you feeling your joy and happiness and like all those other things. So I feel like you need to move towards your joy with this Four of Pentacles or things that make you happy. But I also feel like this is saying like, even if you feel like doing something, no matter how weird it looks, I feel like you should do it because I feel like it could become a thing, And I don't know. That's such a weird message. I don't know. There you go. Thank you, Scorpio. Really appreciate it. Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on for you, Sagittarius people. Sagittarius, Ace of Clubs. This card is called the Ring. This card represents marriage. So some of you could be on the path to marriage. It's kind of weird. You have the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. So, some of you could be experiencing a divorce or a separation from someone. This could be like have been a very long process as well, Sagittarius. So, I get this feeling for you quite a bit, Sagittarius. I feel like a lot of you could have just gone through a lot of difficulties and challenges over the years. And, that's pretty much what I feel like this is saying. But I do feel like you're coming out the other side. Ten of Wands, Ten of Wands is coming out the other side. So I feel like you're coming out the other side there. Next, you have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, of course, is about like a difficult ending, rock bottom, or hitting rock bottom. I feel like this is more past energy for you, Sagittarius. I feel like you feel like you have hit rock bottom, or you've kind of, it's almost like there's hopelessness, is what I would say here with this card. So I do feel like some of you could be experiencing more of a hopeless, or you could have experienced a hopeless energy with this in the past. And again, I'm not saying you're still feeling this energy now. I'm not saying this energy is going to continue. Next, you have the Ten of Wands. This is what tells me it's going to come to an end. Never mind this, by the way, Sagittarius. The Ten of Swords is the end, so tens represent the end. As I always say, people always crap their pants when they see the Ten of Swords, and I always say, it's like, yes, it is considered the worst card in tarot or whatever, but at the same time, it's the end. It's over. Whatever you're going through is over. Ten of Wands, coming to the end of a long, exhausting journey, getting to the point where you're about to put down a heavy burden. Again, tens represent the end. So I feel like you are kind of like ending a long, exhausting journey here for you. Yeah, Nine of Swords here. Three of Cups. Nine of Swords is a temporary situation. The good news about the Nine of Swords, it's a nightmare, but it doesn't last forever. Three of Cups, celebration. People helping pull you out as well. I do feel like people could be helping you kind of like help pull you out of any difficult or challenging situations as well here, Sagittarius. But I feel like things are improving, actually, even with those cards here. Yeah, King of Swords. Yeah, definitely having gained a lot of wisdom, having gone through a lot of difficulties. Ace of Wands, some sort of passionate new beginning for you here, Sagittarius. So I feel like a lot of improvements coming in for you, Sag, no matter how that looks. Even the Ace of Clubs, the ring, is my favorite card in the deck. So, love it there, Sag. All right, Capricorn. Let's see here. Capricorn, you have the Six of Clubs. This card is called the Crossing. I actually know this card as the Cross in the Lenormand card reading system. This deck that I'm using is a little bit different. They have some like different names for the cards, but it doesn't matter. Basically, the Six of Clubs is a card that can represent going through a burden. I mean, it represents you. It represents Capricorn. It represents burdens, difficulties. Like the Nine of Wands is like a card of perseverance as well. So I feel like it's going to be really hard to see on camera. But it's like there's a path that's going through some like ugliness, but then it gets into this like garden. So I feel like some of you have had to go through some difficulties or challenges to get to something great, of course. And that's what I feel like you are doing. I feel like our story is going to be very, very important in the near future. I feel like for a lot of us that our story is going to be something that we can share that will help other people. But I also feel like it's going to help us find like our tribe as well. Like the people we resonate with is going to be our story. But this is probably going to be like, you could always say stories have always been important, but I feel like they're about to become way more important as well, our story. So I feel like this is saying that, you should be looking at the challenges and difficulties you've gone through as just like another chapter of your story that's going to make your life seem a lot more exciting when you're sharing it. So there you go. Next, you have the Fool card here. Definitely time to take some sort of leap of faith. I feel like saying you're ready. So I feel like for some of you, it's like maybe you've been struggling at a job. I feel like it's time to get something new. I feel like it's time for you to take that leap of faith. I feel like for others of you, Capricorn people, that this could be saying that it's time for you to start a business or start just that project that you wanted to start. I feel like you need to be confident as well with this card. I feel like it's saying like you have all the confidence you need to get started. I feel like so I would get moving forward with this card. This card to me is a card of trust as well, because it's like the Fool is just trusting that they're going to step off this cliff, and they are trusting that something is going to kind of catch them. But it's this is like blind faith. It's like having that real deep belief that something is going to work out for you. And so I feel like that's also important here. Next, you have the Page of Cups here, dreaming of something. So it's like you're dreaming of better things. I feel like for some of you, it's like you need to do the impossible with this card, but it's not impossible. I feel like there is something that could be you thinking that's impossible for me to do it. But I feel like that's exactly what you need to do. I feel like this card, for whatever reason, it's popping into my head. I feel like it's saying you need to move towards the impossible. You need to move towards kind of like maybe inspiring people or helping people, pretty much anything like that. Yeah, you're the magician. You can make anything happen that you want to happen here, Capricorn. So I would get moving. I like this. This is very good for you, Capricorn. So thank you, Capricorn. All right. Let's see what we have for you, Aquarius people. Aquarius. I wrote down the wrong time. Aquarius, you have the Jack of Hearts or the Heart, so definitely a very good love reading. I feel like if you're looking for love, there could be love coming in for you in the future. I feel like there could be love coming in from a distance as well. Could be a water sign. You've been getting water a lot. You have this here. Could also be a fire sign. Could be a water sign with fire in their chart as well. But I feel like someone is either moving towards you, you're moving towards them. This could be literally, as in, again, this could be like a distance love type situation, or this could be more figuratively here with these cards, saying that, like, you know, this person could live right down the road, but maybe they are moving towards you. They're making moves towards you. So I definitely feel like this could be love. Feels very significant. I feel like this is very good for you. This is like, I feel like saying the right person. And I'm not one of those readers that's like out here spouting twin flame BS, right? So, you know, I feel like this is like something very significant coming in for you love wise. I love it. Next, you have the Three of Wands. Like I said, definitely something in the future. Not going to happen tomorrow, right? We have the whole virus situation. So I would say, you know, probably not going to happen tomorrow, but it's going to happen in the future. For others, I feel like you are kind of like getting started on something with the Three of Wands. You also have the Ace of Wands as well, passionate new beginning. So I feel like you could be working on something that you're very passionate about. I feel like you could be getting started on some sort of passion project or business. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of growth with this card. I feel like you need to trust your intuition as well with this Three of Wands. Like, I feel like you could be, it's almost like you are proving yourself right, like over and over and over again. And I feel like you keep saying to yourself, I should have known. But it's like you're just proving yourself right all the time. So trust your inner voice here, Aquarius. And finally, you have the Ace of Wands. Like I said, starting something new. Ace of Wands is my favorite card in the tarot deck as well. So I feel like a lot of creative new beginnings for you here. I feel like a lot of fire. I feel like you could be working towards something as well. I feel like if you have like Aquarius rising, this could be for you as well, or even Aquarius moon. So if you have that, this could also be for you. But I feel like there's something very creative coming in for you, or it's like you're kind of creating your own reality with this card, and I like it. I feel like a lot of success for you here. Yeah, I feel like you're like charging forward towards something. This is like movement. Like I said, a lot of movement here. I got that at the beginning, but this is like charging forward. It's like you are becoming successful very, very quickly. So a lot of success for you, Aquarius. Love it. Amazing. Thank you, Aquarius. All right, Pisces. Let's see what's going on for you, Pisces people. Pisces, you have the Jack of Diamonds or the Scythe in the Lenormand card reading system here. And this card, to me, can represent, number one, a harvest. So some of you could be experiencing a harvest in your life. This could be financially. I also feel like this card can represent cutting something out of your life. So some of you, and you have the Two of Pentacles here as well. So I feel like some of you could be removing something from your life. For some of you, I feel like you could just be changing the way you do things with that Two of Pentacles. I'm going to clarify that for you, Pisces, just so you know. But, you know, it could represent that. The Jack of Diamonds has a million different meanings to me. The Jack of Diamonds here could also represent anxiety about money, but also getting good news about money. I always say Jack of Diamonds, very weird card, because it kind of represents conflicting energy, like where you could be worried about something financially. Really, I just feel like you're worried about whether or not something is going to work out for you. I feel like you should have to do it, Pisces, because it will work out. I feel like the deciding factor here is you, Pisces, is what I feel like saying. I've been trying to say this to you for like the longest time. I feel like some of you could be like delaying something, but it's like I feel like you're just delaying success. So it's like you might as well do it now. Whatever it is you're trying to do. So just do it, Pisces. I always say that to you. Next, you have the Four of Swords here and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, something new, like I said. Definitely like learning. Page of Pentacles, Jack of Diamonds, basically the same card, right? So I feel like you could be getting good news here. This Four of Swords, I feel like is saying, okay, like you've had enough rest and relaxation time. You've had enough recovery time at this point, Pisces. Now it's time to get started. I used to say that the Page of Pentacles to me was a card of needing to strike a match. To me, the Page of Pentacles was basically saying, like, it's time, you have a match book, it's time to light that fire, it's time to get moving forward. So I feel like it's time here, Pisces, time to get moving. I don't think things need to be perfect or anything. I feel like you just have to go. And finally here, Pisces, you have this Two of Pentacles here, and you have the Seven of Swords as well. Yeah, I feel like it's the fears that are holding you back from just getting started with that Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords can represent like lying, cheating, stealing in a relationship, something like that. I feel like some of you could have been dealing with juggling in the past here. Of course, you could just be cutting this person out. I would say if you were dealing with like a liar or cheater, you have the Jack of Diamonds, you also have the Page of Pentacles. This to me would say you're looking towards new love. So I feel like you're just looking towards something new. Eight of Cups, walking away. So I feel like you're walking away from lying, cheating, stealing. If you're dealing with that, for some of you, could just be moving on to a new relationship anyway. But as far as getting started on something, Seven of Swords says don't be a lone wolf. Allow people to help you. Number one, Pisces. So Seven of Swords is a lone wolf card, but it says people can help you carry the burdens of those swords. And number two, it says watch out for the typical traps. It's like saying you have all the experience. You've already been through all the difficulties. It's like you know what to look out for. So just trust your guidance with this card. The Two of Pentacles, I feel like it's saying, is also like saying trust fun. I feel like if something is fun for you, that's what you should be doing. If it's not fun, then you shouldn't. Plain and simple. Just like I said to Taurus, I think, tonight. So, same thing. But that's that, Pisces. So, thank you, Pisces. Thank you, everybody, for being here, as always. Really appreciate it. We are going to do a pick a card now. I'm going to use the Lenormand deck as well, because why not? So, let's do it. 1, 2, and 3 here, people. And let's see here. 1, 2, and 3. Let me just shuffle this once more. All right. 1, 2, and 3. Very interesting how this is laid out. So we're going to talk about that in a second. Number one, the first card was the anchor. The second card was the ship. So I feel like I feel like on a collective level, a lot of you could be trusting your intuition here, and kind of like moving away from something that has been holding you back. It's going to be really hard to see, but there's a ship right there on this card above the anchor. So I feel like pretty much everybody in the collective could be kind of moving away from something, that letting go of anchors, letting go of things that have held them back. If you pick card number 1, you have the anchor and the rider. Basically what I just said, the rider is the 9 of hearts, which is like wishes, kind of like the 9 of cups. It's like a card of getting something you wish for, getting something you want, but it's also a card of movement and moving towards your goals, moving towards your wishes, moving towards something you want. I feel like this is like progress. So I probably should have just done this as a collective, because I feel like it's one thing here. It's one of those nights where I feel like this all goes together. So I feel like if you pick card number 1, it's like you're moving forward. If you pick card number 2, you have the Ten of Spades here and the Ace of Hearts. The Ten of Spades is called the ship. It's like a boat on the ocean. It's not like the Ten of Swords. It just represents movement. Some of you could be moving for love, traveling for love. That came up a couple times tonight, which is weird. So definitely could be that. Could also just be you working on something you want. Ten of Swords is a card of commerce. It's a card of like selling something, making money, whatever you do for work. Eight of Hearts, or the Ace of Hearts. Doing it based off of love, which again, I feel like a lot of people are doing that. So a lot of people are moving towards things that they love, they enjoy, things that they want to do, basically. And finally, if you pick card number 3, you have the 7 of Diamonds here and the Queen of Diamonds. 7 of Diamonds is called the birds, and it just represents messages coming in for you, or it represents your messages. And the Queen of Diamonds is a card called the Crossroads, so it just represents being at a crossroads. This basically says if you're trying to make a choice in any area of your life, trust your intuition. It also says you could be getting messages in like your dreams and your daydreams. You should be trusting those things as well. You could be seeing repeating numbers on the clock with the 7 of Diamonds. You could be getting any type of sign or symbol that you think is a sign or symbol. It probably is with the 7 of Diamonds. This card just says trust those signs and symbols. It will guide you on your path. When in doubt, with the Queen of Diamonds, pick the new path, plain and simple. Trying to pick between two people, pick the new person. Trying to pick between two jobs, new job, plain and simple, right? So that's what I'd say there. But that's that. So thank you, everybody, again. For being here. Really appreciate it. I'm going to answer questions now. Of course, super chats will get preference, but I will try to answer as many people as I possibly can, as always. So, let's see here. Sandy Rose, hello. Thank you for being here, Sandy. Really appreciate it. Oh my God. I feel like I have to go way, way back here. I was on Quentin, I believe. Quentin, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. My job interviewed me for a new position. Will I get it? Yep, definitely. I felt it right away, Quentin, as well. 3-cup celebration. I would say yes. I felt it right away before I even pulled a card. So, King of Pentacles, really good, Quentin. So, congratulations. I would say yes. This looks really good. White magnetic wind chula. Hello, I butchered that name. I tried. You say here, what can you tell me about Gemini and I? You have the Five of Pentacles, King of Swords. I feel like this is like a no contact situation. Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. King of Swords, like the Gemini has their sword up, so I feel like they're not open. Yeah, too much confusion. It's like there's not enough. I feel like there's not enough to bring this together here, is what I would say to you with those cards, especially with that Five of Pentacles. Midnight Moon, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say birthday questions and cards for the birthday girl, April. I'm going to let April ask questions, actually, if she has any. So, April, let me know, because I've already pulled a bunch of cards for April. If April doesn't have questions, I will happily pull more cards for her. But if April has questions, I would love for her to ask. So, April, if you have questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. Assimilation, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Is Andy coming to pay back that loan anytime soon? I would say yes with this card here. Four Pentacles, I would actually say yes. So, yes. I feel like you should say something. Judgment to me is like communication, but I would say yes for sure. April might not be here, so happy birthday again, April. And April, we are just going to pull some more cards for you. April, you have the Page of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Six of Cups. I feel like you're very attractive at this time, April, with the Queen of Wands, but just more desire stuff for you, April. It comes up for you in the past, and it came up tonight, and it came up in the Taurus reading. Page of Wands to me is like an adventure. Queen of Wands is putting your whole heart and soul into something, April. So I feel like you always get these cards of like putting everything you got into something and really committing to something. I feel like I've said this to you before. I feel like when you do it, you will be successful. Six of Cups, I feel like it's like a gift that you're manifesting. Yep. Nine of Cups, you are manifesting like satisfaction and fulfillment in your life. So whatever you're doing, I would keep doing it. I feel like I say that to you all the time as well. Ace of Wands, it's like some sort of major creative project or some sort of new beginning that you will have, April. So love it. That looks good. Amazing. EMD, thank you for the super chat. EMD, if you are here, type in your question down below. I'll be happy to answer it. EMD, I answered your super chat from yesterday at the top of it, right at the beginning of this reading as well. But EMD, feel free to pop in your question down below. Allie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, please, can I have a card for work? Yes. You have the Eight of Cups here and the Page of Pentacles. New job. I feel like you want something new, is what I'd say here, Allie. Eight of Cups is like walking away from something that no longer serves you. You know what I mean? And the Page of Pentacles is like a new offer. So I feel like you're hoping for like good news or a new offer here, basically. Sarah, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, can I have some guidance on my health? Six of Wands here, Chariot. Sarah, I am not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice, but these are very good cards. Six of Wands, success. The Chariot is a card of a victory as well. The Chariot says, like, it's time to take control. Chariot is very specific because it is a card of kind of hard. It's a card that's considered a card of hard control, meaning like you are taking control of your health. But Six of Wands, success. I feel like you'll be healthy. Mr. Maurice, thank you, as always, for the super chat. You say, what message do I need to know? You have the Fool and the Ten of Swords. I feel like you are ready for something here, Maurice, is what I'd say. The Fool is like saying it's time for you to take a leap of faith. You know, it's the Fool says you have more than enough. You are more than prepared to start something. Ten of Swords is like needing to leave something behind, needing to move on. It's like there's this guy, he's dead on the ground. He's got 10 swords in him, and it's like this dog is barking at him, saying like, hey, get up. Start this new journey. Start this new path. There's a new path right here, Maurice. So I feel like it's time to like start something new or take a leap of faith. But love it. Shantae, thank you as always for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, we plan on getting married. Will this happen? I would say yes. To me, this is just like working towards something you want. The Strength card says be patient, right? Don't rush. But you have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is just working towards something that you desire. So it's like you're just building up the foundation to make this happen. So yeah, I would say yes. That looks very, very good to me for you. So love it. Tasha, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, is my boyfriend cheating on me? You say here, and how does he really feel about me? Is my intuition off about him? What should I do to gain focus on my business? Let's start with the boyfriend here, Tasha. You have I would say, like, I feel like you need to trust your intuition in the situation, right? Two of Swords to me is an intuitive decision, Tasha. Two of Swords to me can also be a difficult decision. I always say there's like water here, and there's also rocks in the water. So I feel like in a lot of ways, it's like it says that you could have to make a difficult decision that could make you emotional, but it's the right decision, right? That's what the rocks in the water represent, like needing to do something that's difficult and emotional, but still something that will lead to success. So I don't know. I feel like you're keeping yourself stuck in this situation here with this Eight of Swords. I don't really get cheating here, but it's always possible. Is what I'd say to you. This isn't like a full reading, so who knows, but. That's what I'd say there. But I do feel like you could be keeping yourself stuck. I feel like you need to trust your intuition for sure with those cards. And you say, what should I do to gain focus on my business? Hangman. Actually, I would say take a pause for sure with the Hangman. The Hangman is like needing to gain a new perspective. So whenever the Hangman comes up for business, to me, Tasha, it could represent enlightenment as well. But it just basically represents learning, like needing to learn a different way to do things in business, like needing to either learn from other people or needing to see how other people do it. And if you can do that, then you'll probably be very successful. So that's what I would say to you there. For sure. Huey, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, should I leave him or stay? I mean, I feel like it's up to you, is what I'd say to you. The Two Cups is a really good card, Huey, but, I always tell people, it's like, if you're asking this question, you should probably leave, because, it's like you're asking the question, right? It's like the answer already. But so I'd say you probably should leave if you're thinking about leaving, is what I'd say to you. ART, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, got job working from home. Will stay this way even after stay-at-home order? I would say probably not. Maybe still having to go in here with this card here, the Four of Cups. Will job help us buy a house? I would say probably not like you think. So I'd say probably not with the Moon card. Will we buy a house within 6 to 12 months? Yeah, I would say yes. Ace of Swords. Like it's like I feel like you will be victorious in this situation, whether they help you or not. Ace of Swords is a victory. Card for Mom, Ninja. You have the star, some sort of wish. I feel like Ninja always gets a star. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. So the star, Ninja. I feel like there's some sort of wish or victory coming in for you, Ninja. Love it. Jacinta, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, any messages for career in May? Abundance coming in for you. Love it. Page of Cups. This could be like an offer, like a raise, promotion. This could be like some sort of opportunity for you as well. This looks amazing, Jacinta. I think there's good stuff coming in for you. Deborah, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, is my project partner trustworthy? Yeah, I would say yes. Six of Swords, the world. I would say yes to you. The world is like ending something. So I would say yes. For sure. Did I miss one? Oh, no. Deborah, is someone spying on me? A hacker? I would, no. I would say no. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is like worries about something that doesn't exist. Nine of Swords is almost like internal fears that don't exist, which to me is really the Seven of Swords. But, I'm glad the Seven of Swords didn't come up for you. So I would say no with those cards. Kelly, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will my test be positive tomorrow? I would say yes. Wheel of Fortune, a turnaround, success, luck, good luck coming in for you. So yes. How is my person doing? I feel like they're fine. King of Wands, kind of like being fine on their own and all that other good stuff. So yeah, I feel like they're fine with that right there. Love it. Channel Land, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, can I have a card, please? It's my birthday. Happy birthday. And you have the King of Cups here and the Four of Wands. This could be love coming in for you if you're looking for love. That leads to marriage, basically. This could also be just you kind of like feeling very happy. He's in turbulent water, the King of Cups, but he's perfectly fine. So, kind of represents no matter what's going on around you, you're going to be happy. And look, Four of Wands, celebration. So, I think there's a celebration coming in for you as well. Love it. Bay Area Pride, hello, thank you for the super chat. You say, my Scorpio turned a 360 on me, and I have no idea what's going on with him. Any insight in what future holds for us? Ten of Pentacles is a really good card. Justice. Yeah, I feel like there will be like rebalancing. I don't know. I keep telling people like for some people, I really just feel like it's the quarantine. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things where I feel like the quarantine is just too much for people, and which is fine. You know what I mean? It's a lot. It's a lot of energy to handle. It's like a lot of BS and all that other stuff. So I'm very I understand why it's a lot for people. So I feel like it's just a lot for people to deal with, plain and simple. So yeah, that's what I feel here. I just feel like it's a lot, and they can't handle it with the Ten of Pentacles. The Justice card, a card of balance. So I feel like there is balance coming in here into this situation. The Justice card is like balancing things out. So I feel like things will balance out here. Ten of Pentacles to me is the best love card in the deck. It's like having it all with someone. So I would just give it a little bit of time. Lynette, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, I had a dream with Anthony in it last night. Was it a connection dream or more psychological? You have the Three of Swords here and the Ace of Pentacles. This looks like future hopes type of dream to me. Like where you are hoping for this to go. So psychological, I guess, here is what I'd say to you. You say 2 cards for yes, no, please. I would say no with these 2 cards here. I'm not sure if you're asking separate questions there or not, but I would say no. To me, these are 2 no cards. Ninja, hello. Thank you for the super chat. You say ART's got the job. Congratulations, ART's. Work cards for me. You have the Ace of Cups. You have the Star and the Death card. Definitely a change. This could be like a new offer for you here. So I feel like this could be very good for you. I feel like there could be a lot of success and happiness. Your emotions overflowing here for you as well. I love that for you, Ninja. And thank you for this super chat. Really appreciate it. Can I have a card to give me insight on a decision I literally just made today about work-related projects? The Hierophant, 3 wands. Yeah, I like this. And for you, a lot. Temperance. I feel like you're going to have to be patient. 2 cards. Like, even that Hierophant's kind of like patience. But I feel like these were good decisions. 3 wands, like, definitely in the future as well. So, kind of like another card of patience here. Yeah, 2 wands. It's like you, 2 wands, 3 wands, taking the lead. I feel like this is very good for you, Anne. So, yeah, I feel like this was the right choice. None of these cards are bad cards. 10 of wands, releasing a burden, making things easier. 8 of wands, success. So, yeah, I feel like those were really good, Anne. Shirley, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say love card. You have the 4 swords, some sort of recovery coming in for you. So I feel like there's like a recovery or some sort of recovery time coming in for you here with this card. Queen of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you could just be recovering from love or recovering to get love. The Queen of Swords says like open up. It's like a little bit closed off, but it says open up at this time is what I'd say to you. San, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, I lost your question. Card for me. You have the Sun, the best card in the deck, San, the Emperor. Time to follow a plan, but this is like just success coming in for you. So I really feel like there's success coming in. Could be a fire sign in love as well, but that looks good. Moon Honey, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. I feel like you need to trust your intuition. I feel like you know the answer here is what I'd say to you on the repeating numbers. To me, repeating numbers are very simple. To me, repeating numbers just say that you have to repeating numbers are just saying pay attention to your attention. They're basically saying like what you are thinking about at that time is trying to get your attention, trying to say like this is the right path. So, and literally trust your intuition right here. So definitely good for you. Jalen, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, if I call tomorrow, will I get my pay rectified? You have the Tower, Knight of Pentacles. I would say yes. Tower is not a bad card. I always say people always crap their pants on the Tower too. The Tower literally represents, obviously if there was a problem, this is you rebuilding the Tower. It's like there was a problem with your pay. It's like now you're fixing it, And Knight of Pentacles, yes. So I would say yes, for sure. Robin, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will I get summer school? I would say yes if you want to. 7 of Pentacles, really good card for work. So I would say yes if you want to. Robin, hello again. Will AJ finally get Shan in his classroom? I would say yes. 10 of Cups, fortune after difficulty. So yes is what I'd say here. Mrs. JT, thank you for the super chat. You have the Magician. You can have whatever you want. The Magician to me says you need to use your powers of manifestation to get the things you want and desire in your life. And so that's what I feel like you need to do here with the Magician. So I feel like you need to use your powers of intuition here with this card. I also feel like you need to use the right tools for whatever you're working on, but I feel like you're manifesting like new beginnings in your life. Rosa, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Make the purchase I have in mind for biz or wait. Yeah, I feel like you could. For the Knight of Cups is like Knight in Shining Armor, so I do feel like you could make the purchase here. So yes, is what I would say to you. Robin, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will I have a good meeting coming up? The Hermit, I would say yes, lovers. So I would say yes here for you with these cards. So yes, for sure, is what I'd say. So yes. All right. Let me get a new deck going here because this deck is almost done. The Scale Intuition, what is up? Hello. And let's see here. You say, is Baby Rivera going to be a girl or a boy? This is pure speculation, is what we're going to say here. So take this with a grain of salt. But let's see here. This would say girl. The cards are saying girl, but my intuition is saying boy. So that's what I would say to you. So we will have to say cards say girl. Let's see who's right. Chris's intuition says boy, but the cards say girl. So let's see what happens. Where was I? Jalen. We'll all be okay with my health. Yeah, definitely. Nana wants to stay active. So I would say yes. I'm like, do the opposite of like basically what the media is telling you to do, right? They want you to stay at home. They want you to be stressed out, fearful, angry, scared, worried, all those things. So if you could just do the opposite of all that, you'll be fine. There you go. That's my general rule of thumb with the media, the government. If they say don't do something, I'm probably going to do it because that's probably exactly what you should do, right? San, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, struggling with leasing office. I don't think they're leaving out a few details. Will payment go through this time? 2 wands. I would say yes. I feel like this is a card of success. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. So I would say yes, for sure, with these cards. No doubt about it. Yes. I feel your pain. Megan, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, does my ex-Cancer keep tabs on me? I would say yes, probably. I mean, I don't think they'll do anything, but probably with these cards. So yes. Style is paying. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Can card for new lease on business just signed today. 6 of Swords, improvements. Yeah, I feel like this will be good for you here. 6 of Cups, a gift. So, yeah, I feel like this will be very good for you. Very good for business, leading you towards success. 2 6s as well. I love 2 6s. Stylist paying, if you've never heard me say this. To me, 2 6s says you're on the right path. You're going in the right direction. So, to me, it's confirmation. So, yeah, definitely very good for you. Love it. That looks amazing. Is EMD here, by the way? EMD, I still haven't seen you type in your question, so let me know if you're here. I'll be happy to answer your question. Vanessa, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. How is LeBron's feeling towards me? Very happy. Sun celebration, really good card, the Fool. Wanting to take some sort of leap of faith towards you, so yeah, love it. This looks really, really good, for sure. A lot of happiness. Love it. So that's that. All right. I think we're probably not caught up because I'm a dummy. So let me just fix this real quick. And then we will probably be all caught up. We're good. All right. So, I will take a few questions now. And, then I'm going to take off and have dinner, but... KC, thank you for the super chat. Super happy, amazing news. That is good news. Good. Card for tomorrow. Judgment, love it. Page of Pentacles, more good news. So I love this for you, KC. And the King of Cups, some sort of positive change of direction. So I think there's like a lot of positivity, a lot of good stuff coming in for you here with these cards. Judgment is like saying trust your inner voice, but it's like also a card of being pulled in a certain direction. The Page of Pentacles to me is like good news. So I feel like there could be good news coming in for you here with this card. King of Cups is really good for love, but to me the King of Cups is also just positive emotions. It's like he's very comfortable here in the middle of the ocean emotionally. He's very emotionally stable. So I think there's good news coming in for you still. More good news. KC. So love it. Samantha, is my Gemini playing with me? Yeah, I don't like this. 5 of Cups. I would say yes. I'm not a big fan of that card. Manu, thank you for being here. Oh, are you saying fiance come back? I would say no. Eight of Cups. 8 of Cups means walking away. So I would say no if I'm being honest with you. Lather, hello. Can I please get a message from Spirit, please? Thank you. Yes, 3 of Wands. I feel like you need to take the leap of faith with this card. 3 of Wands to me is like waiting for the perfect moment, Lather, but it's like saying there never will be a perfect moment. So it's like now is the time to start. Christina, thank you for the super chat. How will the rest of the week go for love? 4 Swords, I feel like a resting, relaxing, so probably no love. This is like taking a break or something like that. So maybe just like staying home, basically. Yeah, very withdrawn energy. Kim, you say, will my new business venture take off? Will my dreams be fulfilled? Follow a plan here. Page of Cups, I would say yes. Page of Cups is literally a card of your dreams, Kim. So, I would say yes with this card. It's like you manifesting, something that you want in your life. So, yeah, I like this, Kim, for sure. All right. Why won't this let me scroll? There we go. All right. Vanessa K, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. I may have made an inappropriate comment today. We've all done it, right? Can you please tell me if this person was offended or not? I would say no. 6 of Wands, success. 8 of Swords, don't beat yourself up over this. Justice card. No, I feel like you're fine. Justice is like balanced justice. So, I would say no. I feel like you'll be fine here in this situation. 5 of Wands is like you're creating too much conflict in your head, is what I'd say to you. I think I read that as offended. So, here's the thing that nobody realizes is I can't read. So, it doesn't matter if you misspell or anything like that. I'm probably going to read it correctly. My brain just skips it, like I said at the beginning of the reading tonight. Kim, thank you for the kind words. Really appreciate it. Butterfly A, will I be in love relationship with someone I know? I would say yes, actually. I feel like this is a wish. So, I would say yes. Elaine, thank you for telling me to stay in graphic design program. Do you see me doing well for second term? I would say yes if you want to, like as long as you enjoy it. 2 of Pentacles is a card of fun, like needing to have as much fun as you possibly can. So that's what I would say there. But I feel like you'll be successful. So yes. Awana, do you think Frony will pay my dental bill if I broke up with him? I would say no with this card. Christina, thank you for the super chat. Will I have contact with Andrew? 7 of Wands. I would say, like, no. 7 of Wands is very withdrawn energy, and you had the Hermit and that other card that I can't remember at this time. So, I don't know. I feel like it's just like a withdrawn week for you, or weekend for you. But, after that, it'll probably be fine. Fatima, how does the future of my love life look with my partner look like? Will we end up together? I would say yes, strength. I feel like you have to be patient. So, be patient, but I would say yes. Veronica Jackson, thank you for the super chat. Card for May, you have the 9 of Swords here, 8 of Wands, quick success. It's like waking up from a nightmare and then charging forward. Like, we're all in a nightmare right now. So, I feel like you are leaving the nightmare behind. And things are going to be successful for you with that 8 of Wands. So, I feel like you're charging forward towards success. Love it. Gabrielle, hello, by the way, and thank you for the super chat. Do you see it being okay for me to move in the month of May? 2 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, 2 of Swords is just a decision you don't want to make. Like, it could just say that you're like, if you're like worried about it because of the virus or whatever, it could just say you're not sure that you can do it. But Ace of Pentacles says that you will be fine. So I would say yes. I feel like you could definitely move. Matt Grenier, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, will I be okay monetarily in the next couple of months, or will I find a decent paying job? You have these 7 of Cups. I would focus. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles, financial independence. So, yes, is what I would say to you there. I feel like you'll be fine. Yeah, the High Priestess. Trust your intuition. High Priestess is a lot of potential, Matt. The High Priestess is like a card of potential. It says something has potential to be very successful in your life. So I would say yes. I feel like there's a lot of success coming in for you. Sarah, let's see here. Sarah, could I let my child's father start sleeping at home again? I don't like this, if I'm being honest with you. Devil, toxic energy. So I would say no, not at this time. Could things change in the future? I would say yes, but right now I would say no. Devil is just toxic energy. So that's what I'd say to you. Dottie, am I going to change my profession now? If you want to, 10 of Wands, releasing a burden. It's probably too much, is what I would say there. I'm telling you, people are going to be making things more simple. I've been saying it since like 2 years ago, right? That all the Capricorn energy is like about making things as stupidly simple, right, as possible. If your job's complicated, you're probably going to do something more simple. I feel like people who have complicated jobs, I feel like the job itself is just going to get more simple, less complicated, right? And all this other stuff, right? So it's like, it's no mistake that at the end of Saturn and Capricorn, we have this freaking outbreak, right? That complicated things like crazy. And why do you think that is? Because it's going to probably mess things up so much that they're just going to have to start over on a lot of different things. I think that's what people don't realize, is like the whole thing is going to screw so much stuff up in a good way that it's actually going to make things more simple. It's like we're just going back to the beginning. So, it's just that simple, people. Things are about to get easier, not harder, I feel. It sucks right now, but, I feel like it'll be better. Alban, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Alban, if you have a question, let me know. Thank you for laughing. Maisie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Am I going to overcome my current obstacles? Yeah, definitely. For sure. Ace of Cups, your emotions overflowing. Knight of Swords is just some sort of routine change. Knight of Swords just represents making some sort of change or kind of like going through some sort of routine change in your life. But I would say yes. Shelly, what do they tell you for me? What's up with my Pisces? You have the Four of Pentacles. Stability. I feel like there's stability coming in for you here, Shelly, in your life in general. So I like that. That looks good. All right. I'm going to cut this off here. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Really appreciate it. I will be back. Tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, of course. So make sure to come back tomorrow night. Also, the fire sign weekly readings will be up at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow as well. So make sure to check those out. And all the weeklies are up on the channel. But that's that. So thank you, everybody. Kim, I am a Pisces, of course. So thank you, everybody, for being here. And have a good night. Actually, I have to answer Alban. So, just kidding. That was like the false ending, as always. Alban, thank you again for the super chat. You say, is my art backing in jail? I'm not really sure what you're saying there, but you have the world card here. The world is like opening up to something new. And it's like completion as well. It's like ending things. So I'm not sure exactly what you're ending, but I feel like this is an ending for you. So that's what I feel like saying to you. I'm not sure. Owen, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Jacinta, I think I answered your super chat. Yeah, I answered your super chat earlier. You're going to have to go back and find it. Owen, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Should I wait or walk away? I feel like you should walk away. This is like holding on to something. This is like keeping yourself stuck, Owen, is what I'd say. Yeah, the tower. It's like a tower moment is going to happen if you don't walk away. So I would walk away here, is what I'd say to you. Yeah, I feel like there's like a much more positive new beginning for you. Kim, thank you. All right. Thank you, everybody, again. Really appreciate it. And definitely have a good night.